fear. Who are them cursed people? They always at the bottom, those people. Head shaking at those people. Every nation hates those people. We here now, stand, my people. We coming into our heritage. You better wake up, this ain't no fairy tale. Our Elohim, he's here. He's restoring our stolen identities. And you know what this really, really means. We up next, so honey, it's up, it's up. We've been through the fire, the fire. Now it's time to wake up, wake up. We're about to go higher, go higher. From heroes to Negroes, heroes to Negroes, from heroes to Negroes, yeah, heroes to Negroes.
Shalom, fam. Let me do a sound check. It's a few minutes delay. Shalom. Yeah. All right, let's get on into it. Shalom, Jersey. Let me start with these Bible verses. Let me see. Let's just get on. Let's start right here. All right, now I put this. Notice this is an albino kangaroo, but it has a Shalom Brenda here, but it has an offspring that has regular color. Notice that. Okay. Now in the chat, have any of y'all ever wondered why they got all these albino mice, all these albino chickens, all these albino swine, pigs? Y'all ever wonder that? Because you have to go through a whole lot of extra stuff to just have albino chicken, albino mice, and albino swine, even though we ain't supposed to be eating them swine. But let me get into it. If y'all have, just put it in the chat. Y'all thought about that. Let's see, can I make okay? Shalom, Cleophas, Brian, Carol Brooks, Jim. Yeah, that's recessive. That's why these animals are rare. You got a bunch of recessive people. The Most High he allowed them to rule. He told you they was coming, right? He told you they was coming. Book of Daniel, all throughout the scripture, they was coming. How you know they was talking about them? Because look who's running and look at their nature. Okay? All right. Now, it said 20, I just did a quick Google search, and I chose this one to show you that albino animals can have offspring with regular pigmentation. I just did that. Okay? Show you that for a reason. All right, now, let me read some of this. In the animal kingdom, color is key. Sometimes it reveals an animal's sex, as with birds, and other times it's a warning sign, as it is in the case of poison dart frogs or venomous coral snakes. Of course, animals use their colors for protection too. It camouflages them while hunting to avoid becoming prey. Yeah, if you got a green lizard hiding in the green grass and the green trees, and if that lizard is white and pale and ain't got no, it's gonna be easy to spot. Okay? All right. So what happens when an animal lacks the ability to produce the melanin that makes those defining color? Many of those animals have albinism, a genetic disorder that causes a lack of the pigment melanin. So even the animals got melanin. Okay? I have to do this because people act like people ain't supposed to have melanin. All right, now. Resulting in very light skin, eyes, and hair. Okay, you got the alligator, There was something else I wanted to read. Okay, I think it's down here. Where the kangaroo at. Even these animals can get skin cancer. When they ain't got that melanin, even they get skin cancer. So nature tells you that albinism, they are the same as the original gorilla. They just an anomaly. They just don't produce melanin, okay? Still the same. I know y'all see the reason why I did this video before I did Seed of Satan. There's a reason behind it. I was gonna go right into the video. Remember, I said I was gonna do the Seed of Satan video, but I feel like I need to do this one first. Okay, before I get to the serpent seed. Okay, all right, here it is. Snowflake is an albino gorilla that used to live in Spain's Barcelona Zoo. He was euthanized in 2003 after being diagnosed with a rare form of skin cancer, likely caused by his lack of melanin, lack of pigmentation, lack of protection from the sun. But why do they teach us to hate our skin? Huh? Likely caused by his albinism. He was the world's only known white gorilla. Okay, now let me do this because this is for my people, and we done had so much psyop and mind control done to us, and in all sectors of life. I want y'all to name one sector in life that there isn't white supremacy. Name one. Racism. Just name it. Name one. Name one. So I had to do stuff like this to get your mind right. Now, listen at this.
Who taught you, please, who taught you to hate the texture of your hair? Who taught you to hate the color of your skin to such extent that you bleach to get like the white man? Who taught you to hate the shape of your nose and the shape of your lips? Who taught you to hate yourself from the top of your head to the soles of your feet? Who taught you to hate your own kind? Who taught you to hate the race that you belong to? So much so that you don't want to be around each other. No, before you come asking Mr. Muhammad, does he teach hate, you should ask yourself who taught you to hate being what God gave
you. I'm letting it come in. Now, think about it. There's some form of self-hate going on. With that in mind, why do you go to their Bible seminary schools, where this same group of people that created the law of slavery, the papal bulls, the popes, they is the reason why Christianity is over here. So why would you go up under them for teaching? They don't treat you right, so why would they teach you right? Okay? And the Bible said the Most High was going to teach his own. That's what the Bible said. They shall all be taught by Yah. Even the Messiah quoted that verse. All right, now, think about it. Why do we I know. Why do we send them to school? See, that's a lane for somebody to get paid. You could just sit at home and teach our children. Teach them right. But you can't, they got to be right in the word. We don't want nobody that's ungodly teaching our children. Period. I don't care who they from. Because next thing you know, they are putting their hands on the children, they touching the kids. But yeah. Now let me get on back over here. Let me see here. Now, the gorilla, because the gorilla, they had to put him to sleep because he had skin cancer. All right. Now, let's get back over here. Let's try this one. I'm probably going to get to that devil seed video next week. I don't want to rush through it. Okay? That devil seed video, I'm probably going to do it next week. Letting y'all know. So, but yeah, in between the week, I'm going to be doing some stuff. All right, albinism, from the Latin albus, meaning white. Hereditary condition, characterized by the absence of pigment in the eyes, skin, hair, scales, or feathers. Albino animals rarely survive in the wild. So should you be surprised that a certain segment of the population is having trouble reproducing? Number one is judgment. Number two, they are out of the natural order that the Most High created. All right? Survive in the wild because they lack the pigments that normally provide protective coloration and screen against the sun's ultraviolet rays. Who created protection against the sun's ultraviolet rays? Huh? The Most High made Adam out of the dirt, from the dust of the ground. Let me keep going. Two major types of albinism are recognized in humans. Oculocutaneous albinism. So you wonder why your eyes are dark? It's to keep your eye from getting eye cancer. Matter of fact, let me Google something right quick. Let me see what it said. Eye cancer, also known as ocular cancer, is a rare type of cancer that can develop in various parts of the eye, including the eyeball and surrounding tissue. The most common type is melanoma, which arises from pigment-producing cells. Pigment, coloration, and symptoms may include blurred vision, dark spots on the eye, and changes in the vision. Let's go to some images of eye cancer. Okay. So if you got eyes like this, you need to be putting on some sunglasses. I used to wonder. Yeah. I used to wonder why I began to notice when I saw a bunch of older white people, they had them real dark glasses like Ray Charles on. But I didn't see that with older black people. I didn't really pick up on it till I learned about this. See, they know. They know enough to get them dark glasses. We just don't know. Okay? Why are you hating your dark brown eyes? It looked like a little spot right there. But yeah. See, when you go to intermingling and mixing and stuff, the stuff becomes in your genetics. And it's probably, not to say that no black person can't get it, but that doesn't help. The Bible tells us to marry and stay amongst our own. That's what the Bible tells us to do. Okay? Let's get back to this. Oculocutaneous albinism. All right, which affects the skin, hair, and eyes, and is subdivided into four main types. I ain't gonna get into that. I'm just showing you that you need your dark color protects you right here. The sun should not be attacking you. If the Most High made the earth for man, the Bible said the Most High made the earth for man, the sun shouldn't be, the sun shouldn't wipe you out. Now you got albinos all in Africa. I have to do this because these people don't do nothing but lie. They will never tell the truth. You can't expect Satan to tell the truth. You can't expect a liar to tell the truth. I mean, this is for my folks and those that love the truth. Okay? But yeah, all in Africa. And they can't stay out there in that sun. See? They can't stay out in the sun. They had to get out of the sun too. And this is woman that's on that thumbnail. Her and her, I don't know if it's her husband or boyfriend. These are their children. Okay? And one of them got straight hair. But yeah. Let me get back. Let me see. Now I found this hilarious right here. Why do some think Noah had albinism? Let me go up. And look, notice it said Christian. Like I said, let the Most High teach you. You get in that word and you start doing what you know is right over what you know is wicked. You start loving the good and hating the evil. The Most High gonna blow your mind. I promise you. He gonna blow your mind. He gonna be like, how come I didn't see this earlier? Now, what did Noah look like? Noah's physical appearance. Okay. It says, I'm going to skip down. The Bible does not mention Noah's appearance in any verse. However, there is an extra group of books known as the Apocrypha. Let me just show y'all that the Apocrypha was in the original Bible. 1611. And there are older books than the 1611 with the same Apocrypha in it. Go to table of contents. Let me go to table of contents. Okay, I saw it. Let me show y'all. I ain't done it in a while. 1611. Let me go back. I'm trying to go to the image. You got this old English too. Okay, hold on. Can I get the image? If you order a 1611 Bible, they still sell them. There go the books that they took out. Ezra, this is the prophet Ezra. First and second Ezra, Tobit, Judith, the rest of Esther, wisdom of Solomon, Ecclesiasticus, Baruch, the epistle of Jeremiah. All right. The song of the three children, talking about the Hebrew boys that was in the fiery furnace. You remember Daniel? This is talking about them. The song of the three children. It's talking about Daniel. It was talking about, we know them by their slave name. This is the slave name. Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego is named after Babylonian gods. But their name was Mishael, Azariah, and Hananiah. Yah. All right. Now, the rest of Susanna, I don't know how they come up with the Susanna, but I ain't never looked at it in Hebrew. But yeah, this was some men trying to get her to commit adultery. Some wicked men. But nevertheless, Daniel played the lawyer. Daniel made them look bad. And they killed them instead of Susanna. Yeah, this was Daniel. But yeah, what it said, Baal and the dragon. Okay. The prayer of Manasseh, first and second Maccabees. They showed up, don't want you reading this. This is where your Greek captivity is at. It tells you what happened when the Greeks took over the earth. See, yeah. But you cut this stuff out, it's some gaps from the last book, from Malachi to Matthew. It's a big old gap in there. You don't know what happened during the Greek captivity. Daniel talked about it. Daniel wrote about it. The Bible mentions the Greek captivity, but when you're looking for the Israelites' trials and tribulation through the Greek captivity, it ain't in your Bible. Yeah, the Maccabees, them Greeks said them was some manly men. They rather die than disobey the Most High. Some manly men. What they do now? They try to rainbow gang you. They try to skill your brain. Huh? That's what they want, because they know what we'll do. But anyway, let me get back on track here. I done got sidetracked, but let me see here. Let me get back. Now, talking about the Apocrypha, written text of unknown origin. Okay, now, y'all heard of the Dead Sea Scrolls. Some of these same books is in them Dead Sea Scrolls. In the book, let me go back here. In the book of Ezra, in the book of one of the Ezra, the prophet Ezra wrote some books that was lost. And he told, the angel of the Most High told Ezra to put the books up. So where did they put the books at? Okay. Daniel was given some revelation. And in the book of Daniel, Daniel was commanded or instructed to put the books up to the last days. Oh, y'all can't see this. Daniel was commanded to put the books up to the last days. Read the book of Daniel. Think around the 11th chapter. Shut up the book, maybe the 12th. Shut up the books. Yeah. And the prophet Ezra, right here. They wrote some more books. Some was to be distributed, and the other was to be put away. Everybody couldn't just read them books. But let me go back over here. Let me get back to this. Now, the Bible does not mention Noah's appearance in any verse. However, there's an extra group of books known as the Apocrypha, written texts of unknown origin. Among this group of books, you got to see these people, the ones who took the books out in the first place. So don't, take it with a grain of salt. One is known as the Book of Enoch. I'm going to get to that. Where Noah's appearance at birth is mentioned. It is implied that he had skin as white as snow and red as a rose. They left out something. If y'all know what they left out when they described Noah in this piece, put it in the chat. Then I'm going to show it to you. Look, it is implied. It don't give you the chapter. It is implied that he had skin as white as snow and red as a rose. Okay, they said he white. Why they didn't give you the book, chapter, and verse? Well, they gave you the name of the book to go to, but chapter and verse. He also had white hair. Can y'all figure out what's missing? And his eyes were so bright that the whole room, the whole house would glow like the sun when he opened them. It left out the part that he had hair like wool. That's what it left out. He conveniently skipped over that Noah, the book described Noah having hair like wool. And then when you scroll up, that's why I found it amusing. He got hair like a goat. See that? Let's go to the book. I'm going to save let me go to it now since I done brought it up. Now, Enoch, chapter 105. So if they doing this, I'm going to show it to you. All right, this is Enoch chapter 105. You can Google it. This is the Sefer version. Y'all see what it is. All right, after a time, my son Methuselah took a woman for his son Lamech. She became pregnant by him. I'm going to take my time with this. And brought forth a child, the flesh of which was as white as snow and red as a rose, the hair of whose head was white like wool. That happy nappy. Huh? White like wool. How you gonna miss all that? See? And long, and whose eyes were beautiful. When he opened them, he illuminated all the house like the sun. The whole house abounded with light. And when he was taken from the hand of the midwife, Lamech, his father, became afraid of him. And flying away, came to his father Methuselah. Now, what was going on at that time? See, this is getting into this Satan seed that I'm going to do next week. What's getting into this? See, Yeah, that nappy hair. That's what it is. We call it nappy. Just long as you ain't just disrespecting what the Most High, the way he made you. Long as you don't hate what the Most High gave. He made you that way. You understand? But yeah, you was right, Brenda. Look, Lamech saw his white, he saw his pale son and took off the running. Huh? He saw it. Now, if everybody was white at that time, I'm gonna get to it. Why did Lamech take off running from his own child? I got to go ask my father about this. Huh? Think about it. All right, now. And when he was taken from the hand of the midwife, Lamech, his father, became afraid of him. Why was he afraid? And flying away, came to his own father. That's right, Jersey. All right, Methuselah, and said, I have begotten a son, unlike others. Unlike what? He don't look like everybody else. He is not of men, but resembling the children of the angels of heaven. You got some alien DNA on the earth right now that they claim they don't know where it come from. And it's mostly in pale people. The Asians and Caucasians. This is their own scientists. Talking about their Neanderthal DNA. This is their own scientists. That admitting that there's some DNA on the earth and they claim they don't know where it come from. All right, now, he is not of men, but resembling the offspring of the angels of heaven, is of a different nature, being altogether unlike us. His eyes are as the rays of the sun. His countenance, this is Noah they're talking about now. His countenance glorious, and he looks not as he belonged to me, but to the angels. I am afraid lest something miraculous should take place on the earth in his days. And now, my father, let me entreat and request of you to go to our progenitor Enoch and learn from him the truth, for his residence is with the angels. See that? You know, you had Satan and his crew. They gave up their heavenly habitation, and the Most High took Enoch with the angels, and Enoch up there writing. Now, you should know something is wrong right here. Let me see. Now look right here. You should know something. The children, Arlene, the children of the fallen angels were white. Yeah, I'm not gonna go that far as to say what the angels look like. The Most High probably put a clear indicator on them. But look, Genesis 5:24, and Enoch walked with Yah and was not, for Yah took him. Now, what was so good? Think about it. And Enoch lived 65 years and begat Methuselah. And Enoch walked with God after he begat Methuselah 300 years. He lived in righteous. And begat sons and daughters. And all the days of Enoch was 355 years. And Enoch walked with the Most High and was not, for Yah took him. Took him where? Took him where? Huh? And Methuselah lived 180. Took him where? They didn't find him dead somewhere. So this is a holy, upright man walking with the Most High 300 years. Walking with the Most High, consistent. You know, Methuselah lived to be 900. Think about it. And Methuselah lived 180 years and begat Lamech. And Methuselah lived after he begat Lamech 782 years and begat sons and daughters. All the days of Methuselah were 969 years, and he died. It didn't say Enoch died. So where did he go? I just want y'all see. Yeah. Let me get back over here. Yeah. Hallelujah. That's right. All right. Now, progenitor Enoch, and learn from him the truth, for his residence is with the angels. When Methuselah heard the words of his son, he came to me from the extremities of the earth, for he had been informed that I was there. The Most High already know. All right. And he cried out. I heard his voice and went to him, saying, Behold, I am here, my son, since you have come to me. He answered and said, On account of a great event have I come to you, and on account of a sight difficult have I approached you. And now, my father, hear me. For to my son Lamech a child has been born, who resembles not him, and whose nature is not like the nature of man. His color is whiter than snow. He is redder than a robe. The hair of his head is whiter than white wool, and his eyes are like the rays of the sun. And when he opened them, he illuminated the whole house. And see, y'all think angels can't do this, but they putting vaccine in food. They got gene editing. These same people that can't figure out how to live in harmony with nature, they can put some stuff in vaccines. In your food. They spray in the sky, blocking out the sun. These same folks, they got gene editing. Let me show y'all. But y'all don't think the angels, this is people doing this. Y'all don't think them wicked angels is spiritually getting in these folks, huh? The book of Enoch said they were doing that. But here y'all go. Genome editing. What do you mean editing? So if I don't like black skin, I'm gonna just take it, I'm gonna make it purple. It's coming. It's probably already here. We just ain't seen it. They keep that stuff way back. They probably decades ahead. Let's look at the definition of gene editing. CRISPR-Cas9. Right? Even as I speak right now, they are figuring out ways to colonize people's bodies. You're going to have some zombies. They are figuring out how to colonize people's bodies. All right, now, the ability to make highly specific changes in the DNA sequence of a living organism, essentially customizing like you customizing a Chevy. I don't like them little wheels. I'm going to put them little bigger wheels on there. I don't like this black color. Let's make it blue. This is what they do to people. But they can't cure nothing. They can do all this, but they won't cure no diseases. Remember, Satan loves bloodshed. He loves innocent blood. He loves death. Keep that in mind. But y'all look that up. It's getting off my lesson. Let me see, can I show you some pictures of what they might be doing? We learn visually a lot better. You know the Captain America stuff. Yeah, the superhero stuff. Okay? But you can believe you ain't gonna be you're gonna be a devil. You're not, because the Most High, you're gonna be made in man's image. If man is constructing and doing the editing, you're gonna be made in man's image. And man is inherently wicked. It's still stuff I got to overcome. I tell people my shortcoming because other people can see you going off the rails better than you can. That's why I tell people real close to me, I got a problem with this. Pray for me. So if I start getting off the rail, they can say, hey, brother, hey, man, you all right? So I still got stuff I got to watch. I got to watch myself. If they doing the editing and nothing they produce is holy, name something that they produce is holy. Huh? Name something that they produce is holy. All right, let me get back to this Bible verse. All right, now. When also he was taken from the hand of the midwife, his father Lamech feared and fled to me, believing not what belonged to him, but he resembled the angels of heaven. And behold, I am come to you that you might point out to me the truth. Then I, Enoch, Shinnach, answered and said, Yahuwah will effect a new thing upon the earth. This have I explained and seen in a vision. I have shown you that in the generation of Jared, my father, those who were from heaven disregarded the word of Yahuwah. Behold, they committed crimes, laid aside their class, and intermingled with women. With them also they transgressed, married with them, and begat children who are not like spiritual beings, but creatures of flesh. Now, I got a question, y'all. Now, why only in the book of Matthew you hear about unclean spirits? Where did they come from? You hear about the Messiah casting out unclean spirits into the swine. Where did the unclean spirit come from? This is getting into the seed of the devil lesson. Where did they come from? Notice the demons asked the Messiah, did you come to torment us before the time? What time? Let me see here. Let me go to the chapter. All right. And when he was come to the other side of the country of the Gergesenes, there met him two possessed with devil coming out of the tomb in the graveyard, exceeding fierce, so that no man might pass by that way. And behold, they cried out, saying, what have we to do with you, Yahushua, thou son of God? Art thou come here to torment us before the time? Where at in the text, it's a timeline for these unclean spirits. Where do they come from? Why is you just now hearing about them in the book of Matthew? I'm asking questions. All right. And there was a good way off afar from them a herd of swine feeding. So the devils besought him. Devils ain't running nothing. They begging, if thou cast us out, suffer us, allow us to go away into the herd of swine. Notice he didn't put them in chains. Another thing, you read in the Revelation, is four angels bound in the river Euphrates. Where's you gonna read before you get to Revelation that the angels were bound up and buried? Where at in your Bible? Notice the Messiah didn't send them, he didn't bind them up. Number one, the people asked after the Messiah had cast away these demons out of these two people, the people asked the Messiah to leave. So he just healed the man, he just cast devils out of two people, but you want the Messiah to leave. So yeah, this is what I'm gonna leave these devils hanging around there. Since y'all like these spirits, I'm gonna leave them hanging around. Look at it. Look how long. And he said unto them, go. And when they were come out, they went into the herd of swine. And behold, the whole herd of swine ran violently down a steep place in the sea and perished in the water. In the book of Enoch, when the Most High passed judgment on these angels, these offspring of the angels, he said they was going to be unclean spirits and they were going to be going around in dry places. Notice they went to the water. They went to the water. Remember, the Messiah said, when an unclean spirit goes out of a man, he walks around in dry places, seeking rest and findeth none. So what he do? The spirit do. It's a female spirit too, because they had female children. They look for a body to inhabit. They used to have a body. Okay? And look, and they that kept them fled and went their way into the city and told everything. And when that was befallen of the possessed devil. And look, and behold, the whole city came to meet Yahushua. And when they saw him, they asked him to leave. So yeah, keep them devils around. You like devils, huh? We keep them laying around. We gonna cast them out this man though, but y'all didn't see the miracle. Y'all didn't appreciate the miracle of him casting out them devils that been tormenting y'all. But y'all want the Messiah to leave. Y'all see that? All right, let's get to Revelation where these four angels that's bound in the river Euphrates. There it is. Saying to these six angels that had the trumpet, loose. See, the earth gonna get so wicked that these angels, these unclean spirits, it gonna make parole. The people, see, when you keep choosing wickedness, the Most High gonna give you wicked spirits and wicked demons and wicked angels. That's what he gonna give you, because you don't want him. Look, you think it's bad now. Just keep doing what you're doing. Loose. How did the four angels get bound in the river Euphrates? What's missing? Why is it bringing them up now? Something missing out your book. All right, let me get back over here. Let me see here. Okay, yeah. All right. And with them, they also transgressed, married with them, and begat children who were not like spiritual beings, but creatures of flesh. A great destruction, therefore, shall come upon all the earth, a deluge, a flood. A great destruction shall take place in 1 year. This child who is born to your son shall survive. This is Noah on the earth, and his 3 sons shall be saved with him. When all mankind who are on the earth shall die, he shall be saved. And his posterity, his bloodline, his children shall beget on the earth giants. Notice that not spiritual but carnal. So they still somebody on that ark was tainted. Probably the wives. Look, and his posterity shall beget on the earth giants. Goliath, Og, king of Bashan. What did when the spies went into was it Jericho? Let's check out the land. One of them they gave Caleb and Joshua. They were scared of the giants. We are like grasshoppers. So I'm just showing you that this is going along, Not spiritual, but carnal. Upon the earth shall a great punishment be inflicted, and it shall be washed from all corruption. Now, therefore, inform your son Lamech that he who is born is his child in truth, and he shall call his name Noah. For he shall be to you a survivor. He and his children shall be saved from the corruption that shall take place in the whole world. If the Most High hadn't caused the flood, Satan then would have took over the whole earth. The Most High just cut him short. They took over the whole earth. Cut him short. All right, let me get back. Let me see, where was I at? Let me show y'all some of these other images. Vitiligo. I'm just showing you multiple ways. Look here. Y'all know what vitiligo is. See that? I got at least one cousin like this. I used to have a teacher that looked like this. I used to wonder why, but I didn't think they was no freak or nothing. I just wonder why you got different people. That's how I looked at it. Now, if I was taught to hate people like that, but anyway, let me read some of this. Way Up MD. All right. Vitiligo is a long-lasting, this is clean leprosy in the Bible. This is a new word, okay? Vitiligo is a long-lasting condition that causes the loss of color in patches on the skin. It happens when the body immune system mistakenly attacks and destroys the skin cells that make color or pigment or melanocytes, turning the affected skin milky white. All right, now. Numbers chapter 12. The Most High turned Miriam white. Okay? And Yahweh spake suddenly to Moses and to Aaron and unto Miriam, come out to ye. Y'all can read Numbers chapter 12. But the Most High turned Miriam white. All right, and the anger of Yahweh was kindled against him, and he departed, and went, and the cloud departed from off the tabernacle, and behold, Miriam was leprous, white as snow. She done lost a pigment. And Aaron looked upon Miriam, and behold, she was leprous. Okay? Let's give you another one. Exodus chapter 4, verses 6 and 7. Exodus chapter 4. Remember the Most High told Moses to stick his hand in his bosom, and it turned white. All right. And Yahweh said, furthermore, he's talking to Moses, put now thine hand into thy bosom. And he put his hand into his bosom, and when he took it out, behold, his hand was leprous as snow on both sides. And he said, put thine hand into thy bosom again. And he put his hand into his bosom again, and he plucked out of his bosom, and behold, it was turned again as the other flesh. All right, knocking this stuff down. Any location of the body can be, read the book of Leviticus. It go into clean leprosy and unclean leprosy. If you white all over, it was unclean. I mean, if you white all over, you were clean. You have to go into Leviticus. Any location of the body can be affected, and most people with vitiligo have white patches on many areas. These patches can show up on the same area on both sides of the body, such as on your hands, knees. You know, it can appear certainly covering a large area of your skin. But yeah, look like an Asian woman. More research is needed to understand. They don't even know what's going on, or they don't want to say. But studies show that less than 30% of cases are genetic. Vitiligo is related to gene changes. Gene changes. You got certain medicine that changes your DNA. Just keep that in mind. Gene editing. All right. Involved in the immune system functioning melanocytes. Okay. Let me see here. Let me go to 2 Kings chapter 5. Do I have it all? Read it up here. Oh, right here. 2 Kings chapter 5. Naaman the leper. Let's see. Let me see how much time I've been going. Is the sound all right? I'm gonna wait. Okay. I had a message pop up. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Y'all keep me straight. 50 minutes. I'm gonna read some of it, but I ain't gonna read it all. I'm gonna try to. All right. Appreciate y'all. Right here. Okay. Now, y'all know. Okay. Now, Naaman, captain of the host of the king of Syria, was a great man. Okay. Thank y'all. With his master and honorable, because by him Yahweh had given deliverance unto Syria. He was also a mighty man in valor, but he was a leper. And the Syrians had gone out by companies and had brought away captive out of the land of Israel a little maid, and she waited on Naaman's wife. And she said unto her mistress, Would God my Lord were with the prophet that is in Samaria, for he would recover him of leprosy. Tell him about Elijah the prophet. The servant girl, I'm not saying chattel slavery, where you're an animal. She was telling that the woman she was up under, Naaman's wife, about the prophet, so he can get healed. And one went in and told his Lord, saying, Thus and thus said the maid that is of the land of Israel. And the king of Syria said, Go to, Go, and I will send a letter unto the king of Israel. Anyway, he went to Elijah the prophet. Let me skip down. And he was talking about Elijah the prophet. He went to him to get healed. Okay, so Elijah the prophet heals him. But Naaman, look at Naaman. He's mad. Let me read it. And Elijah sent a message unto him, go and wash in the Jordan 7 times, and thy flesh shall come again to thee, and thou shalt be clean. But Naaman was wroth and went away and said, behold, I thought he would surely come to me and stand and call on the name of Yahweh his God and strike his hand over the place and recover the leper. It don't work like that. You don't what you got in your head. That ain't how it works. You on the most, you coming to the Most High for something. If he said jump up and down on one leg, you jump up and down on one leg. You don't sit back. But anyway, he said jump, you said how high? Or not Abner and far rivers of Damascus better than he had this is a man had people up under him. He was a commander, had people up under him, but he got a problem taking directions. He give orders, but he got a problem taking orders. See how that work? All right. May I not wash in him and be clean? But he want to choose what river he want to go to. So he turned away and went away in a rage. And his servants came near and spake unto him and said, my father, if the prophet had bid thee to do some great thing, wouldst thou not have done it? How much rather then would he say unto thee, wash and be clean? And then he went down and dipped himself 7 times in the Jordan, according to the saying of the man of Yah, and his flesh came again like unto the flesh of a little child. Boy, he had good. Boy, his skin of reverse age, ain't it? And he was clean. All right. And he returned to the man of Yah, he and all his company, and came and stood before him and said, behold, now I know that there is no God in all the earth but in Israel. Now therefore I pray thee, take a blessing from thy servant. He trying to pay him. He trying to reward it. See that? All right. And he said, as Yahweh liveth, before whom I stand, I will receive nothing. And he urged him to take it, but he refused. Boy, if we had prophets wasn't driven by money today. If you need it, okay, that's different. But you don't need no $50 million jet. You don't need no Bentley. You understand what I'm saying? All right. And now I'm going to say, shall thou not then, I pray thee, be given to thy servant 2 mules, burden of earth? For thy servant will henceforth neither offer burnt offering nor sacrifice unto other gods, but unto the Lord. He done put away his idolatry. Okay? But in this thing, Yahweh pardon thy servant, that when my master goeth into the house of Rimnon to worship there, and he leaneth on my hand, and I bow myself in the house of Rimnon, when I bow down myself in the house of Rimnon, Yahweh pardon thy servant in this thing. And he said unto him, go in peace. So he departed from him a little way. But look here, look. But Gehazi, the servant of Elijah, the man of Yah, said, behold, my master has spared Naaman the Syrian in not receiving at his hand that which he brought. But as the Lord liveth, I will run after him and take somewhat of him. This is the servant of Elijah. Elijah done made a promise on the name of the Most High that he ain't taking nothing, but here come him. So Gehazi followed after Naaman, and when Naaman saw him running after him, he lighted down from the chariot to meet him and said, is all well? And he said, all is well. My master hath sent me. Strike 2. Saying, behold, even now there be coming to me from the Mount Ephraim 2 young men of the sons of the prophets. Give them, I pray thee, a talent of silver and 2 changes of garment. And Naaman said, be content, take 2 talents. And he urged him and bound 2 talents of silver in 2 bags and 2 changes of garment and laid them upon 2 of his servants, and they bare them before him. And when he came to the tower, he took them from their hand and bestowed them in the house. and he let the men go, and they departed. But he went in and stood before his master, and Elisha said unto him, Whence cometh thou, Gehazi? And he said, Thy servant went nowhere. Strike 3. And he said unto him, Whence not my heart with thee when the man turned again from his chariot to meet thee? Is it a time to receive money, a time to receive garment and olive yards and vineyards and sheep and oxen and men servants and maid servants? The leprosy therefore of Naaman shall cleave unto thee and unto thy seed forever. And he went out from his presence a leper, as white as snow. A whole bloodline of white folks right here. This is one bloodline of white people. Right here. He took the leprosy off of Naaman and put it on Gehazi and his descendant, his bloodline. Where these folks at? Where they at? The Bible says it's a group of white folks from the bloodline of Gehazi. That's all I'm gonna say. All right. I think I done went over everything. Yeah, read the book of Leviticus. That's right, greed. Some of these pastors need to be struck with some clean leprosy. Some of these pastors, so you'll know exactly what. Oh yeah, that's that Gehazi. You gonna see these poor pimps? Well, I don't know what they do to the white folk. I don't know what because you got some white poor pimps too. But the black was, that's that Gehazi he got going on. he said Gehazi. Yeah, read 2 Kings chapter 5. Read 2 Kings chapter 5. Yeah, you got that Gehazi going on. Anyway, Leviticus chapter 13. Read that. It's talking about leprosy. Read, yeah. Okay. You read it. Yeah, read it. It's going through clean leprosy. Look. Yeah, right here. Leviticus chapter 13. Yeah, they got that Gehazi going on. I know what you did. All right, family. I plan on doing that devil seed next week, my intention. But I plan on doing some stuff through the week. But I felt like I need to do this first to kind of till the ground. See. And I'm not saying all white folks are bad, but I'm not finna break my neck and risk my life trying to find good white folks. We got too many black folks out here in need. Number 2, it ain't wise. You understand what I'm saying? When you looking at a whole room full of snakes, you ain't got time to try to differentiate and try to figure out which one gonna bite you, which one is poisonous, which one gonna constrict and choke the life of you. You just need to get away from them. You understand? All right, family. Shalom. Shalom. I got you, Brendan. Shalom.
About your goodness, Yahshua, and what you've done for me. Oh, I don't deserve anything you've done for me, and I don't deserve that you laid your life for me. Over and over, I let you down. Over and over, you stayed around. Unconditionally, you keep on loving me, loving me. That's why you are so holy. watch your mouth when you're talking about who it is you reppin'. There are crazy people who seduce you for your soul. Everything that glitters don't always turn to gold. Whoa. Sometimes it's hard to believe when you're going through it. Trying to give my very best, so I'm trying to keep the faith. I know you got my back, I don't have to worry. You don't ever sleep, 'cause you are holy. You are holy. You are holy. You are holy. And you're oh so almighty. You are so